Hello everyone, welcome back to Math Vibes. Today in this video we are going to learn about what is quadrilateral and the types of quadrilaterals or the kinds of quadrilaterals in detail. We will learn about their sides, angles and diagonals. So let's start, and before moving further, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Now, meaning of quadrilateral. What do you mean by the term quadrilateral? See, quadrilateral has the word quad in it, which means a four. Okay, which means four. So, a quadrilateral is a plane figure that has four sides or edges, and also it has four corners or vertices. So, it is a plane figure which has four sides basically. So, four corners and vertices. Okay, so now let us learn about the different types of quadrilateral in detail. The first quadrilateral that we are talking about is a rectangle. Rectangle has four sides and the opposite sides are equal and parallel. And if we talk about its angles, then all the angles are equal and they are of 90 degrees. The diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other and are equal, and they are not perpendicular. The important thing to learn over here is they are equal, they bisect each other, but they are not perpendicular. Whereas if we look at a square, then square also has four sides and the opposite sides are parallel and all the sides are equal. Here all the sides are equal. In a rectangle the opposite sides are equal, but in a square the opposite sides are parallel and all the sides are equal. And angles, all the angles are equal and they are of 90 degrees. And diagonals of a square are equal, they bisect each other and they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so in a rectangle the diagonals were not perpendicular, but in a square the diagonals are perpendicular also, they are equal also, and they bisect each other also. Okay, let's move ahead to the next one. Next is parallelogram. Now when we talk about a parallelogram and its sides, then the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal and parallel. See, only the equal and parallel sides are the opposite sides only. Like this will be equal to this. Okay, let me take another color. And this opposite side will be equal and parallel to this one. Okay, and angles, the opposite angles are equal. In a parallelogram, the opposite angles. That means this angle will be equal to this angle, and on the other way, this angle will be equal to this angle. That means the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, and also the adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are, what are adjacent angles? Like this, these two, or these two, or these two, or these two who lie say on the same side. Okay, they are adjacent angles. And diagonals, the diagonals bisect each other. In a parallelogram, the diagonals only bisect each other. Neither they are equal nor they are perpendicular. Okay, they are neither equal nor perpendicular. They only bisect each other. Let's move ahead. Let's learn about a kite. Yes, a kite, not the one that we fly in the air. Okay, it's a kite in maths. Of course, it is a quadrilateral. It has four sides, but here pair of adjacent sides are equal. Like this side will be equal to this side, one pair, and this side will be equal to this side. So pair of adjacent sides are equal. Okay, not like this, but like this. And let's talk about its angles. Only one pair of angles are equal. Okay, only one pair. That means this angle is equal to this angle. Only one pair will be equal. Now diagonals. When we talk about the diagonals of a kite, then they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, and the longer diagonal bisect the shorter diagonal. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other, but they are not bisectors, like they don't bisect each other. But the longer diagonal, the longer one, this longer diagonal will bisect this shorter diagonal. Now what does it mean? If it happens like that, then what does it mean? It means that this will be equal to this. That means Kn will be equal to Nm, but Jn will not be equal to Nl, because in a kite the longer diagonal bisect the shorter diagonal. So Kn is equal to Nm. Now coming up next is a rhombus. Rhombus is of course a four-sided quadrilateral, okay, and all the sides are equal and parallel. In a rhombus, all the sides are equal and parallel. And when we talk about its angles, then the opposite angles are equal. Only the opposite angles, okay. That means this angle will be equal to this angle, and this angle will be equal to this angle. The opposite angles are equal, and adjacent angles are supplementary. The adjacent angles are supplementary in a rhombus, okay. And diagonals of a rhombus, they bisect each other and they are perpendicular to each other, but they are not equal. And this is the only difference between a square and a rhombus, that in a square, diagonals, they bisect each other, they are perpendicular to each other, they are equal to each other. But in a rhombus, the diagonals bisect each other, perpendicular to each other, but they are not equal, okay. So coming up next is trapezium. In a trapezium, we know it has four sides, but one pair of opposite sides is parallel. One pair, okay, only one pair of opposite side is parallel. That means this is parallel to this, and the other one, these two are called the non-parallel sides. Non-parallel side, these one, okay. The one marked with blue, they are parallel sides. These two are non-parallel sides. And if we talk about the angles of a trapezium, then sum of adjacent angles of non-parallel sides of a trapezium is 180. Adjacent angles on non-parallel sides. Okay, so this is a non-parallel side. So this angle and this angle, their sum is 180. This angle and this angle, their sum is 180. Okay, and here I have not written the diagonals of a trapezium, because trapezium is also of different types, and based on that only the diagonals will differ. Okay, so that I am going to discuss in the next video, that what is the difference between a trapezium and a trapezoid, and the diagonals of trapezium also I will discuss in detail. And also coming up next is a video, or a quiz I should say, on the kinds of quadrilateral, where you will be able to judge that whether you understand the difference between or the properties of different quadrilateral. So I will see how many of you can actually perform in that quiz in a better way. Okay, nice telling you all this, and I wait for you every day to come over here, watch the video and learn something new. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you so much for guiding, okay, and guiding me like what videos I should make and all that. Thank you so much for your love. If you have difficulty in any topic, don't forget to write in the comment section below the topic, and I'll try to make a video on that topic, okay. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Do like and share. Thank you. Happy learning. Bye bye.